Right folks, and welcome back. So another week of doing off-grid solar stuff. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you something. So I've done a series of videos now recently, and basically we're upgrading our off-grid solar system. We were very old-fashioned, but our system worked really well. So we've got rid of the 3 old inverters and we've put one new Victron Multiplus 2. We've had to install the new inverter so we can do AC coupling, so we can use grid-tied inverters like the Jinlong and the Solus to power up the system on remote buildings, and then use the Multiplus 2 to charge the batteries and dump power and use diversion loads to run electric heating and stuff. We've got the Blue Solar charge controllers. We've still got an Outback solar charge controller. We've integrated a Cerbo GX. The main reason for integrating the Cerbo GX is to monitor the battery and to start and stop the Hyundai generators. So I'm going to show you something that nobody will show you. This took a lot of working out how to do. Excuse me, I'm just waiting for the Touch 70 screen to turn up so we can set this up properly. So here we have a 2-wire switch wire. So we've got normally open and we've got COM, so that's COM. So basically the Cerbo GX, you can go into the settings and set the generator up, but the Cerbo GX can only do a 2-wire start. A lot of generators are a 3-wire start, or they need their own external ATS control unit. So we have this link wire running all the way back to the generator. Now we have various generators. We have an old Listeroid there. I'll explain that in another video. But when you buy these Hyundai diesel generators, they all come with an ATS port, which is a 3-pin port. Now what people don't tell you is that port will only work with a Hyundai auto transfer switch box on the wall, and that works for like mains power failure. It's not designed for this sort of thing, for working with an inverter and an off-grid power system. So to make this ATS port work, or work in the way we want to, you need to buy a Gen Control 2-wire start. So this is like a little transformer box. It's a circuit board like that on a 7-pin plug. So it's like a deep sea controller basically. You can buy this off eBay or buy them off Gen Control's website. You have to take this control panel out. There is a multi-plug hiding in there. You need to plug this in with the battery disconnected. You have to hide it in the back, so there's some sticky pads to stick it onto the back of that plastic box so it doesn't short out. That then converts that plug from a 3-pin start to a 2-pin start. So just the live, the neutral isn't needed, it's still there, so just the live and the COM will start the generator on a 2-pin start. So then either a Multiplus or a Cerbo GX, or even one of those Blue Solar charge controllers, you can program them to start this generator at a set voltage. So when your batteries drop to say 46 volts, you can set this generator start. You can tell it how long you want it to run, so a minimum of 5 minutes, and you can tell it how far you want the batteries to charge up to, whether you want them up to 100% or whether you want it, you know, to start at say 50% state of charge and just go up to 65, you know, in the winter. So you're just running the generator for maybe an hour and then you're letting the solar do the rest. You can also set it that you have maybe the generator running once a week to give it a full charge on a Saturday. So this is the box, the interface that you need to install into one of these generators. So we bought a pre-wired cable off Gen Control because it's really difficult to wire these ATS sockets, and I've just put that onto a bit of 1mm flex that runs all the way up the shed to the Cerbo GX. So I'll show you a video of me starting and stopping it. So basically that relay on the Cerbo GX is normally open and it has to shut, and it has to stay shut all the time, and when it breaks that circuit again, the generator just cuts out. The switch doesn't need to be on or anything like that. short video. I just wanted to explain how to make a generator start and stop with the Cerbo GX. There's not a lot of information, and even asking on Facebook groups, nobody could tell me how to do this. I've had to figure it out for myself. Had to figure out that you needed to convert the generator. Somebody did comment on one of my last videos that they'd got it on a narrowboat, so they must have a similar interface. They said they had to buy something, but we didn't get any further than that. But thanks for commenting, that kind of helped a wee bit. I realised I had to buy something to make this happen. So that's how to connect a Hyundai, a Kipor generator, all these modern generic that have a 3-pin ATS switch. That's what you need to do to make them work with the Cerbo GX, and make it that you can just have the generator starting and stopping when you're not here. You can look after your batteries. That's the biggest problem with being off-grid. This winter, just gone, so winter 2024, early 25, is the worst winter we've had for solar production for as long as I can remember, for 20 odd years. 20 odd years being off-grid round here. It's the worst. And our batteries got damaged, and it knackered those Hawker batteries. It ruined them. They just kept dropping too low, and we've now got 3 dead cells, so we had to buy new batteries. And the cost of batteries was a lot, so it's going to pay integrating the Cerbo GX, a newer inverter, adding more solar panels, and getting that generator starting properly. So if we're not here for a couple of days working, the generator will start, and it'll keep those batteries it'll keep them looked after and topped up. So thanks for watching. Drop us a like, a subscribe, ring that little bell, and hope to see you on another video.